In Principle 2, we identify the sources of our resentments. Principle 2 requires us to go deep, to look within ourselves. And this takes courage, as these issues can be deeply rooted. Sometimes we think we're angry about one thing when in reality it's connected to something else. As I approach 65, my wife and I have raised 2 kids. They're grown. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into raising those boys. I think it's perfectly natural when sometimes we get upset they don't come around enough. I think though when I get into it, it may not be just that I'm annoyed that they don't come around. The real issue is that we have fear of loneliness. In a similar way, sometimes I get resentful when there's a loss associated with my 401k, but I have to believe it's really about being powerlessness, a degree of powerlessness in my old age, which at this time makes a lot of sense because at this recording of this episode, the U.S. is in the middle of an international tariff war and the stock market does not like it. Maybe we have been angry at some fellow leaders at work, and it may be because we never fully expressed some hurt of a past betrayal. Part of the cunning of resentment is that they can take a resident in our heads and thereby retain power of us, although we try to bury the issue. That's why we have to be extremely thorough when we try to identify the triggers of some of our resentments. 12-step programs describe the action associated with going deep as doing a searchous and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves about what's really beneath our thoughts and our emotions. Understanding the root cause helps us address the real issue. Although this work requires courage, it is well documented that you can't heal what you don't reveal.